the real issues.
Atrás! 3 weeks from now, I will be harvesting my crops. Imagine where you will be. And it will be so. Hold the line! Stay with me! you find yourself alone, riding in green fields with the sun on your face, do not be troubled, for you are in Elysium, and you're already dead! Brothers, what we do in life echoes in eternity.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Renison Jeffrey, and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. We are broadcasting live from the Workers' Rights Network. Now, just yesterday, on the 28th of the 12th month, 2024, we would have convened a broadcast breaking down the statements of Gary Aboud in what he would have made in the public domain. Now, after the show, a lot of people would have reached out to me and asked me, but you ain't hear what Gary Aboud say. The man gone against. And to the many of you outside there, I beg to differ. And there was a direct message that was sent on the chat, the live chat, a matter of fact, of an individual asking what are we trying to say explicitly. I know it was a lot of information. Yeah, sometimes, bringing things together does be a little bit difficult, a matter of fact. But for the sake of the listening audience, we would have analytically break down the statement by Gary Aboud. And we would have told you, the population, in many words, that Gary Aboud was crying out for help, for somebody to hear, because he seems to be a man that is about unity. And I would have bounced up Gary Aboud on plenty of the strikes and them that we had in the pushbacks and them that it had in Port of Spain. And to be fair to the gentleman, I believe, yes, he hit some personal attacks for some reason. I don't know what was the reason behind that. He would have really hit some personal attacks, but at the same time, he was concerned about certain things that was being said within the public domain. That, if we are family, it need to be addressed here in the public domain. We would have played the two response. Gary Aboud was saying what he's saying, and then we would have played a response from Anil Roberts. And the mere essence that I am here is because we would have questioned authority. Authority is a matter of fact on a lot of occasions. That is the reason why we are here today and we are able to see clearly what this government is doing to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. And we are able to calculate a proper response, a matter of fact, as to answer. Coming from a PNM neighborhood, this in some cases could spell death. This could spell death. So we would have done a follow-up and investigate the gentleman a little deeper. And before we go on to different parts of the program this afternoon, today, I had some things to do, but I take a little time out of my busy schedule to bring this video before the members, the citizenry turn in uproar. Some say boycott this, boycott that, and people sometimes, when they are patriots, just like the man Gary Aboud, we must address this as such. But before or you accuse me of trying to spin a story in a particular angle, let us play a live that would have taken place in Mode Alive. One thing we doesn't do, we the team here, we does watch the construct of a person. I'm not saying sometimes we doesn't be wrong enough, but we peer into the character of Gary Aboud and we see no ill will. Let me move into this video.
Good morning, I'm Gary from Mode Alive. I wanted to welcome you to a beautiful place, a beautiful time, a beautiful mental space. I wanted to say that today is a day of love and sharing. I called Arnold Roberts this morning to wish him all the best. I have no problem with nobody. I just don't like hate. You have to understand. I called Prasad Mohan this morning. He was put out a post on his Facebook page saying boycott Mode Alive. Lord have mercy. Listen, if that is it, that is it. But as long as you do it with love. He said, no, it's not him. Somebody hacked him. But the point is, we are proud of what we do. We are honest and we are straightforward. We work hard. We love people. And we want you to come and see what we do. Now, a lot of people don't fully understand what we mean when we say modern. Our style of home decor is modern. So this is one of our pieces. You see how it is? It's very square and clean. Our curtains with rings, not double rod pocket, but we do some with double rod pocket. That's for people that still use the nylon or the straight string. We promote the idea of having rods that you could pull. We don't promote the idea of using clips because the rods have taken over the world with the rings. But I wanted to show you all this cup. Let's show them this. These are a shape that is a different shape that we promote, but this year is the year of glitter. And just like me, you see my gold teeth glittering, it's because glitter is in. It's like love is in. And if you have glitter, glitter spreads glitter. Light spreads light. So we're open in 3 locations. San Fernando next to Halliburton. It's a beautiful store. Yesterday I met a friend. He lives in the US. He worked in Trinidad and he went to live with his children. And he's from South. But it's so beautiful when you can go somewhere and meet a complete stranger and embrace them and share good vibes and good thoughts. Make this season a season like that. Now, when we started doing the video this morning, we said the biggest, most important thing to talk about this morning is Junior Regrello's son, who is breaking the world record for playing pan for 30 hours non-stop. And he's just about 40 minutes away from breaking that record. I feel so proud for Junior. Junior, bless you always. And your son is in your footsteps. I'm so proud of him. And it will be in the Guinness Book of Records. We need to break more records. Records of peace. records of communities coming together to fight crime, records of being fearless and brave in adversity, records of sharing kindness and doing good. Now we have done so many small things.
Brendan to the cash hall. Brendan in the cash hall.
We have done so many small things that I feel very proud, but I want to thank you as we approach the end of the year. I want to thank you, our followers, for following us and for keeping our company alive. Because of the good that you have done by coming here, we have been able to do all kinds of things. Now, some of those things are public and some are not public. And I don't want to, I don't like this part of it because I never like to, I'm from the old school that believes that if the left hand does something good, the right hand should not know about it. But a couple of years ago, we had a general manager and he said that I can do that with my personal good, but not with the company, because the company is a public entity and it needs to get the credit when it does good. So one of the good things that we do is we support small business by giving an incentive for the upgrade of business. Now, even if you don't like Gary Aboud and you don't like Mood Live and you're spreading hate like some people, apply if you have a small business to get the small business grant. We will pay 30% of the cost of any machinery or equipment upgrade, and there's no payback. Now, I'm sure that that's good if you're a small business, but so many small businesses don't know about it. Even if you have a farm and you want to build a shed to upgrade your farm or to expand your farm, or if you're producing milk and you want to get a special boiler for the milk, just come 355-7674, call us, write an email, send your message on the Facebook if you don't get a response, and we'll be glad to be a part of your industry. And people say all kinds of crap who don't know. He who feels it knows it. And for all the people who have been hurt and who have had all kinds of damages and injuries in their life, I was speaking to somebody recently. She said her first husband died, and her second husband, she forgives him because he was damaged. As a child, he was damaged, and so he never fully knew how to love. So I think that was so beautiful, because they spent years together and they separated in the most bitter way, but she still has love in her heart to say that he was hurt badly as a child. So for all people who have been hurt badly as children, like Philip has been hurt badly as a child, so he attacks everybody, called Kamala a drunk and all kind of terrible, embarrassing things. But I still love him. I invited him to come and have lunch with me on Christmas Day. He didn't accept, but I will continue to invite him, because love conquers all. Love conquers all. People criticizing me and saying I use the word love too much. Well, I can't use it enough, because the heart can never run out of love. Come and see what we have. We have a major sale going on right now. It's 10, 15, 20, 25 and 40% off. We have some carpets there, 40%. Come and see come and see the carpets we have. It's worth it just to look at them, because you see all kinds of aesthetic, and we draw our patterns on the computer, so we come up with very original things. I don't want to make it too long this morning. Share the video, particularly about the YES program, particularly about the love for Philip and love for Anil. I have no battle with nobody. I just want you, if you have a company, pick the best people to represent you. Remember that. If you have a political party, pick the best people, clean-hearted, loving, caring people to represent your mainstream. Don't pick rough, aggressive, impolite, disgraceful, insulting, horrible people that want to hate everybody and discriminate. And that's not the future. I look forward to being of service. If you need me, call on me. I'm always here for you. Bless you always. Merry Christmas. Merry, Merry.
Now, to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, now you would have heard Gary Aboud video from before. It reached all overseas. And we would have came here on this platform saying that, hey, this man do not, he is hurt about a particular issue that he will like to address. And when we would have break down the sentence construction analytically, I know somehow it went over your head. Somehow you would have cussed the workers' rights and say, what manner of things that this man is saying. Somehow you reach out and you leave all kind of voice. Jeffrey, where's that? Where's that? Where's that? And again, as I'm telling you, the people at Trinidad and Tobago, sometimes when we say it here first, or you just say, boy, what is man saying? Or what coming from this platform? We are here on the ground and we hear the utterances of many people. If I had to stand up here and play videos, I play videos till the next day. The type of thing that we does receive here in this studio. The people of Trinidad and Tobago is saying one thing. The politicians and them, their heirs are not, most of them there. Let me give credit where credit is due. Most of them, their heirs is not on the ground. And I am telling you because we are hearing the cries of many people. You don't want to have a phone like this, that when you're going to it, is thousands of messages. $300, $600, $159, $340, $394, $351, and that is the response some of the times that we just be getting from the people on the ground. So this is not a joke. This is not a joke where we just do here. Every single day our mailbox does be flooded with messages. This is not a joke. So we does be hearing the cries of the people, the sentiment of the people from on all sides of the floor. PNM, UNC, and those that are not, those that don't see the need in voting at the end of the day. Sad be the case. There are people that are suffering and not seeing the need in getting out this government. So when we are here, we are appealing to different crowds of people and their sentiment in which they have been marginalized for years on both sides of the fence. This is not a joke we telling here either. There is not that we trying to sway the people in a particular way. If I had to say anything, they are swaying us. Because if last night, I could have called straight down to 12 o'clock last night concerning a program that would have been done since earlier on within the day. That is to tell you the reaction that we are getting on this platform here from the many citizens that are outside. So when we would have said in our post prior that Gary Aboud, yes, he went down a personal road. You hear him, you hear the life for yourself. It was a response to the reaction of some of the people and them. Games that is playing outside here. As I saying, the man is a gentleman. I would have seen him personally, he don't know me. Me know him personally from nowhere. He's not my friend. You understand? Nobody, this platform here, this is not nobody paying anybody to talk in. Because I have been in a lot of situations that I was stifled as an individual. That is why this platform is here where it is today. And to be quite honest with many of you, I was there when it was founded. Yes, I was one of the founding members, but I is not the one who would have came up with the initiative of workers' rights. That is to say, I too, being the person that I was advantaged at one point in time from who? From work, from employers, from other people who would have marginalized your voice. So there is not no game thing that I come in here. I am expressing the sentiment of the people. And when they hear me talking, just the other day I just told it down because my mother asked me, boy, behave yourself. You're too rowdy, you're too rugged online. I just feel like if you go come out of the screen and lash me. But that is most of the times that you know I tone it down. If many of you listening outside, they could bear witness to what I am saying. Yes, I tone it down. Because at the end of the day, financially, you see, responding to all those pre-action protocol letters and them in which we have been exposing people from the years. We track record there. We track record is outside there. So I not a lie. When I come on a platform like this to speak is sometimes, boy, people saying this and we putting it together right here on set. So when I would have said yesterday that Gary Aboud is addressing a certain concern, he not attacking nobody. He's saying where he stand in the politics. And I see nothing wrong with that. And we would have went in yesterday with the different type of negotiation strategies that is needed to be able to take down this one-eye cyclops that is called the PNM that is mashing up Trinidad and Tobago. You don't have to be a PNM or a matter of fact, you don't have to be a UNC to see that what the PNM is doing is wrong. You for yourself as a human being should see and understand where we was. There are many of you that have the records within our head, or you know where we was here in Trinidad, and we know where we are now. We know where we are now. And we mustn't play hypocrite with ourselves. So when I come here, it's not to fight nobody. It's not to throw no rice in nobody corn and people have to call me and cuss me. It's nothing about that. It's about being real, and that is what we remain here on this platform, being real. Regardless to personality, regardless to friend, regardless to that. So what I am saying here, I go end it right here with that discussion. We had to get Jackie Jacket and Jimmy Jim Boots. With that part of the segment, I am going to end it there. We have a lot to say going forward. There was a segment that we would have had here concerning a point in question that Gary would have raised, and we'd have named a whole segment, Don't Blame Me. And it was based on this. So when I would have seen the gentleman would have react, and I sit down and I analyze it, the team analyze it, they analyze the whole statement. All. We would have seen it wasn't direct. It was passive language.
Good morning, I'm Gary from Moon Alive. I wanted to welcome you to a beautiful place, a beautiful time, a beautiful mental space. I wanted to say that today is a day of love and sharing. I called Arnold Roberts this morning to wish him all the best. I have no problem with nobody. I just don't like hate. You have to understand. I call person. Secretary of Fishermen and Friends of the Sea. It's important that we remember where we came from, what we've been through, but it's also important that we recognize where we are. We must depend on administration. So when a prime minister says, don't blame me, he is in charge. He must wake up to his responsibility. Freedom is not something that you are going to have this coming year. There's no more freedom. Your children must be locked away. You must be locked away behind bars like a criminal in your home because there's no safety. Crime has run away. But don't blame me. It's important that you recognize that no one is getting an increase in pension. Not under my watch. Except me and the president. We took it to Parliament and we got it signed off. What matters is that the Prime Minister and the President collects $1 million a year in pension for the rest of our lives. Don't blame me. Procurement laws, don't worry about it. We have put so many amendments in place that the law has no meaning. So every minister, every contract can be inflated with kickbacks left, right, and center. Don't blame me. We built a highway in the Aripo Savannas from Kumuto to Guayco. $700 million. So much people hungry. Don't blame me. I am just a prime minister. I go spend it how I want to spend it. The coat of arms, you want to change the coat of arms? Who paying for it? If you, Dr. Rowley, want to pay every penny in the changing of the coat of arms, go ahead. But you're doing it with poor people's money. Don't blame me. Next, property rentals will continue. We will rent from our friends and family. Some of them have 50 and 60 buildings rented to us. But don't ask the price that we pay. I'm the Prime Minister. These are secret things. Don't blame me. Desalcott? What everybody complaining about? Salt water. We are going to continue wasting the fresh water and spending dollars a day from Desalcott. Don't blame me. The most solemn of tones of voice and spirit that I wish you all the best. Happy Independence. But don't be too happy because there's not too much to be happy about. Thank you for watching.
So there you have it, citizens of the Republic. So with that issue right there, we will leave that as it is. Now, a gentleman in the chat, a matter of fact, would have said, are you feeling guilty for what you said? No. I hope that answers your question, Joan Ramnath. The thing about it is this, yes, how come Gary Aboud opened his store in Lavantil? I don't know. I don't know. He maybe take advantage of some of the things that are there that we don't know about. Just to answer your question. I don't know much about Gary Aboud, but I'm logged on and listening. I am spreading the sheep. I am separating the sheep from the goat. All right. I understand what you are saying there too. And you know, some of the times they tell me I must open the line a little early. Open the line, a matter of fact. But before I open the line, there is a voice note that was circling in the public domain. And members of the public would have said that is Kareem Marcel voice. And yesterday in closing, we would have said that if any one of you outside there would have known the gentleman asked him to reach out to us concerning that voice note. But late last night, one of the workers' rights member would have been doing extensive research and would have stumbled upon a fake site on TikTok, a fake page. And we here have seen
Okay, nature boy, what's that bird then?
that there are a concerted effort by certain members to malign Keezel Jackson character. As I say, we try to reach out to her concerning certain things that is existing within the public domain. She haven't confirmed to us, a matter of fact, her positions on some of these things and them. But this is the voice note, a matter of fact, that the people, the members of the public are saying is Curry Marcel. We don't know. We are trying to find out whether or not that if it is really the gentleman. So many of you that are outside there that know him and know his voice, again, we go open the lines. I know you can call in. Or you know the number 333-2176. 333-2176. So let me play the voice note.
I see, it's not the first time, Benji. I see you saying thing about your next prime minister and these things. So I just letting you know, I just take things to heart. I see you backing a lady very hard. And we in an election here, and I try my best to help. So I just letting you know, I for the people who supporting PNM, and this voice not going to go anywhere. I have screenshots. It's not the first time I see it. So I'm glad they said that your next PNM Prime Minister for Trinidad and Tobago. So I wish you all the luck with your friend Keezel. You can let play this voice so then you want to send it to them. But I'll let you know, don't worry yourself. So the people who supporting me and the PNM is the people I pushing my support behind it. Sorry to say.
Now, you hear that voice note. And now we could say that the PNM administration right now is giving on one hand, and with the next hand, they're taking back. Or whatever they're giving out to you, they're giving you with it on a hook. And this is evident to that. Now, because this voice note have been exposed within the public domain, and the individual in that voice note know that it going on hit the public. The shit going on hit the fan now. They start a fake page on social media, on TikTok, to start to damage the character and the goodwill of Keezel Jackson. Yes, he had was to pay a form of money to join or whoever, register with a group. But what many of you would have received was far more than what you dish out. Let me be real. I buy a bike for my son and it cost me over $1,000. Let me be real, some people get stove, fridge, microwave, bikes, cash. And it put a lot of smiles on the faces of the people, children. Lot of smiles. A lot of appreciation that would have came out of that. But because the voice note in which we would have now played, know it would have shake the ground. They start a campaign on TikTok to malign what Kizel Jackson is doing. And with what I am saying here today, there is a passage from the Bible that talk about woe unto those that calling good evil and evil good. So some of the videos in which we would have discovered concerning what I was just speaking about is this.
Trinidad and Tobago. I just received that video. That is Nalana. I don't know this woman, but my heart goes out for her children. Who are we becoming? This is every day in my life. You want to know what a day in my life is? Every day. Poor people by the hundreds are reaching out. Father God, the poor belongs to you.
And Mr. Beggar asking, oh, they have 6 children. How come they only get one bite? Well, look at them all your ass off the fucking stage. How come only get one bite? I tell you to open your leg and take so much of man and make all them children.
But only now because I run kids like a dog now. You're outside only pappy showing people, all on people hustle. You understand? You're already beat up. You're going with, not the beat up in the dump. You're going with your blind self on the dump. As you reach on the dump, a truck roll over you, man, you're going with your blind self. You understand? With your heavy spirit.
I am beat up because these are my children.
Hi, good night, Miss Kizel. This is my children here, right? I'm a single mother with 6 children. My
And
name is
Mr. Beggar asking, oh, they have 6 children. How come they only get one bite? Well, look at them all your ass off the fucking stage. How come only get one bite? I tell you to open your leg and take so much of man and make all them children.
Just for poor people. You have never one day did a live under the PDP party and showed any interest for poor people. How much fatal accidents we had, how much different how much flood disasters, and you have never one day showed any interest. Only because the party run you like a dog now. I like a dog standing by the side of the road, you understand? All of a sudden you want to can be voice for people. They want to sit on your tired self now. People out there want to hear, we are trying to Trinbago and we fell up. We fell up at people and the lies and the deceit and all that. This is a play wrong. You understand? You would never have an opportunity to be nobody to represent this country. Nobody. You would never have the opportunity. You're nothing but a big clown. You understand? Like what you are in a real.
Hungry. All your laboratory and still shooting all your blasted kitchen. All you're hungry. Oh, hungry. All your laboratory and still shooting all your blasted kitchen.
When you lie down with dogs, you just get bitten by fleas. The murder Christ. The murder the prophets on them. They slander them, they call them names. They stone them. Some to death. And despite what any of us could say about Kizel Jackson, we could never say that she didn't help people. There was cases that was sent to me and under law. I'm confessing here under law. We send back Kizel Jackson number to them and say, call this woman, call this woman. And none of them, none of the people that we would have sent would have came back with a complaint. There are people in this country are so wicked and evil and will take the smallest thing and stretch it wide so to try to make a point. And what is the point? What is the point that they're trying to make? Or you're so desperate to stay in power that or you start to mash up somebody's character that would have done a lot of good to many citizens in Trinidad and Tobago. Yes, we could question where she get the funds, where she get the money to do this, where she get the money to do that. But watch how much people that was helped through that same medium. My God, is there not a limit to some of you all outside there, to the lengths that some of you all will go? It's as if some of you do not have a morality inside of you. It's like if you don't have conscience. Hear the voice note that was sent, and in direct response to try to blind that and cover it up, or you decide to open a TikTok page to somehow try to cover up this. Boy, you're real sick outside here, boy. You're sick. Or you're sick outside here. Real sick.
Benji, I see you saying thing about your next prime minister and these things. So I just letting you know, I just take things to heart. I see you backing a lady very hard. And we in an election.
You're backing that lady very hard and we in an election, yeah.
So I just letting you know, I for the people who supporting PNM, and this voice not gonna go anywhere. I have screenshots. It's not the first time I see it. So I'm glad they said that your next PNM Prime Minister for Trinidad and Tobago. So I wish you all the luck with your friend Kizel. You can let she play this voice note, then you want to send it to them. But I'll let you know, don't worry yourself. So the people who supporting me and the PNM is the people I pushing my support behind it. Sorry to say. I see, it's not the first time, Benji. I see you saying thing about your next Prime Minister and these things. So I just letting you know, I just take things to heart. I see you backing a lady very hard. And we in an election here, and I try my best to help. So I just letting you know, I for the people who supporting PNM, and this voice not gonna go anywhere. I have screenshots. It's not the first time I see it. So I'm glad they said that your next PNM Prime Minister for Trinidad and Tobago. So I wish you all the luck with your friend Kizel. You can let she play this voice note, then you want to send it to them. But I'll let you know, don't worry yourself. So the people who supporting me and the PNM is the people I pushing my support behind it. Sorry to say.
So you big and you bad. You big and you bad. You could send this voice note anyway. You could play it anyway. You could play it anyhow on any platform. You could send it to Kizel if you want. The people who supporting PNM, I supporting them. That is that. Or you see the level of intimidation, the aggression, the disguised aggression in that voice note. I big and I bad. I go send this anyway. Play it anyway. You can send it away. We are in an election here. I only supporting people who support PNM. I don't care. The voice note for you all. And how could you, at the end of the day, could support an organization and they have activists or people that represent the party talking like this? For some of you who know, come on, and we play it again.
First time, Benji, I see the same thing. It's not the first time, Benji. I see the same thing about your next prime minister and these things. So I just letting you know, I just take things to heart. I see you backing a lady very hard. And we in an election here, and I try my best to help. So I just letting you know, I for the people who supporting PNM, and this voice not gonna go anywhere. I have screenshots. It's not the first time I see it. So I'm glad they said that your next PNM Prime Minister for Trinidad and Tobago. So I wish you all the luck with your friend Kizel. You can let she play this voice out, then you want to send it to them. But I'll let you know. Don't worry yourself. So the people who supporting me and the PNM is the people I pushing my support behind. Sorry to say.
So you don't care with this voice note gone. That is why we don't care to play it on the platform neither. You don't care with the voice note gone. Because the PNM party is about intimidation. When you call a press conference, advantage the journalists and them. That's what you're about. And when somebody have a view concerning certain things, all of you following the disgraced PNM leader. And when he would have said to the public that this is a mafia organization and anytime you go against the code, we will kill you politically. That is the sentiment that is expressed by the leader at the PNM party. And how could you follow a party that operating so you're seeing that this is not just talk. This is not about no talk with he. This man serious. You feel afraid of anybody? Or you feel afraid of anybody? Let me show you what I mean by being afraid of nobody. I'll tell you how sick days. No shame. None whatsoever. I know you must vote them back in.
Boy, look Colin Booth in Parliament, boy. Watch. People dissing him and thing and I watch him telling them, come. He taking all the hate too. Hey, this man moving with no bodyguard, no security, and this up and down walking about, boy. And he's been hated by so many. That's a brave guy. Boy, look Colin Booth in Parliament, boy. Watch. People dissing him and thing and I watch him telling them, come. He taking all the hate too. Hey, this man moving with no bodyguard, no security, and this up and down walking about, boy. And he's been hated by so many. That's a brave guy.
Or you feel that these people are never any conscience? Or you ain't seeing that they ain't afraid public opinion? Like the minister calling him, he ain't afraid him. Or you ain't seeing that the signature of this administration, security could go in parliament and cuss and disrespect women. And the Women's League in Trinidad and Tobago had nothing to say. But I'm coming for the Women's League here today. I am coming for you here today, so forward it to them. Forward it to them. The Women's League had nothing to say. The mouth was closed concerning the disrespect as Stuart Young and in the presence of Colin Imbert. And when you're seeing nothing that there's a bunch of untouchables right about now. Them know he's a small fry, he can't do me nothing, he can't say nothing. Regardless of what we do or what we dish out or what measure of hardship we put on this population. The vote we back still, boy. I close down Petrotrin, the vote we back. That is the kind of idiots that they think that we are in this country. A man closed down an industry and we still put him back there. A man cuss, disrespect people in parliament, and the disgrace Woman League, the Lady Vice Chair Camille Robinson Regis, disgrace. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. And when Philip come within the public domain and say certain things, the vex, the reach out, we shouldn't say that, we shouldn't operate so, but let me be fair. Conveniently, you are saying certain things, and we are going to go into that, because at the end of the day, if you can see what happened in Parliament, you have no authority to come in the public domain and address certain things. Disgraceful Women's League in the PNM. So there was a video, ladies and gentlemen, concerning a particular gentleman where they would have embarrassed a man within the Arima market. And the Women's League underneath Camille Robinson Regis, Lady Vice Chair. Yes, Camille Robinson Regis. The same woman that holds she belly and ball for Lisa Morris Julian have that kind of outcry outside there within the public domain. The same one of our esteemed comrades and colleague in the presence of Colin Imbert would have called the leader of the opposition, the Zami Queen, and used profanity in the highest court of the land. Or you have nothing to say, or you close your mouth. Because Stuart Young, according to PNM members, would have said that Stuart Young is grooming the Women's League. So anything Stuart Young do, I have nothing to say. The video in which we are talking about.
A Rowley supporter, watch him. PNM, watch him. The mother cunt pressure nigga more, watch them. PNM gotta walk on that jersey, boy. You have to walk on that fucking jersey, boy. Walk on that jersey, boy. In the air, Kamala, boy. Anti-Kamala, boy. Come on here.
Now this platform here, and sometimes we had to talk the truth, you know. Sometimes we had to give our aid raw, just as they say it outside here, you know. We had to give it raw because this is a platform that mouth the sentiments of the people that, and the echoes of those that is on the ground. And many of the people that are outside here is saying that they don't want this administration. Is the worst that they have ever seen in this country. The whole entire grassroots is saying that. And you see them who getting paid, them is the only sets that are saying otherwise or who are benefited. Now, an article in the Newsday, in the Guardian, a matter of fact, video of taunts of an elderly man, P&M jersey, condemned. Who condemned it? Who condemned that? A video circling. Let me load on this. A video circling of an elderly man being taunted by another man wearing a P&M jersey is being condemned. Who condemning it? Let me do break it here. The video approximately 20 seconds long. In shot is the first person which the person holding the camera shouting at the man at the Tuna Puna market. Watch that mother so and so now played for you. The camera then zoom as the man face as the person record and asking him to take off the jersey. According to the article here, according to the constitutional rights, every citizen have a right to join a political party expressing political views. The only restriction is when the political party's gear on election day within 100 feet of the polling station. The P&M Women's League call out the account creator for violating the other section, the other section of the Constitution, including freedom of thought and expression. That disgraceful woman league. Now the court, the Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago, and when Rowley would have put his hands on the merit list, where was the Women's League? Where was the Women's League? Jaden Lalchal would have been bullied. Where was the Women's League? Let me tell you what they're trying to do here. What they're trying to attempt here. The no coming this general election. They cannot go by people's houses and ask for support. So right about now, the needing a dough to put on the fire. So when you come in front of the house and you don't want to support their party or you mustn't say anything. But I am telling you, the people at Trinidad and Tobago, that is also your constitutional rights also. It's their constitutional rights to go around, you know, and speak about their political party, you know. And it's your constitutional rights too. It didn't stop there with them. The P&M party is not the only party that have constitutional rights that is protected by the Constitution. Every citizen of Trinidad and Tobago have that same right. So if they come to your houses, run them like a dog. I say that. Games. Here the Women's League now, boy. Here the Women's League now, boy. Playing smart with foolishness. So when you are saying about the man constitutional rights, a man talk about the jersey and he walk off and he gone. Isn't not that person expression their constitutional rights there? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going for a short break. I'm going for a short break.
all there, you know man. I just tried to have a little lunch with wifey. Pressure. We was preparing lunch for two. Wifey was feeling for barbecue. Suddenly she ball out, oh loss. She say we out of barbecue sauce. Champion husband I say I'll get it. On my bike I reach my chef shop quick. He didn't have the Mabel sauce, so I grab Heinz, another brand of course. She stoops and say Heinz ain't good at all. She say Heinz ain't good at all. Heinz ain't good at all. All the neighbors hear she bawl. She say Heinz ain't good at all. Yeah, all the thing does make me blood crawl. Heinz ain't good at all. If you see how wifey countenance fall. Listen to me now, a little barbecue, you know. The secret is the sauce, boy. Wifey generally cool and calm. I was shocked when she grabbed my arm. Watch me in my eye and say, she not taking that today. The Heinz line, too acid for we. She say you could ask anybody. The ketchup does make belly bun. The Heinz watery and the Heinz does run it. She stoops and say Heinz ain't good at all. She say Heinz ain't good at all. Heinz ain't good at all. All the neighbors hear she bawl. She say Heinz ain't good at all. Yeah, all the thing does make me blood crawl. Heinz ain't good at all. If you see how wifey countenance fall. But all I want to do is please my wife, you know. So if she say the sauce ain't good, it ain't good. What wrong with Heinz, please tell. The label good and it reads well. You get catch with that, she say. Mabel's can beat Heinz any day. Don't study the outward look. What on the label is just book. I wish the product was good, I do. Heinz just don't do what it claimed to do. She stoops and say Heinz ain't good at all. She say Heinz ain't good at all. Heinz ain't good at all. All the neighbors hear she bawl. She say Heinz ain't good at all. Yeah, all the thing does make me blood crawl. Heinz ain't good at all. If you see how wifey countenance fall. Left to me, I'd give Heinz a chance, you know. You know, we like Mabels, we try other thing. I'd give Heinz a chance, but oh, come. Don't get me wrong, wifey say I prefer local brands any day. We always use the Mabel's line. I say Jeff didn't have, she say fine. But Heinz have to leave the house. And me close the woman doors. Now I feeling like a creep. You know the Heinz put me to sleep. She say Heinz is a waste of time. She say Heinz is a waste of time. Heinz is a waste of time. It ain't even worth a dime. She say Heinz is a waste of time. She say roll the thing like slime. Heinz is a waste of time. It more sour than lemon and lime. Yeah, why wifey have to get on so? I'm willing to give the Heinz a chance, you know what I mean? But not she boy, cause you know I like my little foreign sometimes, you know, yeah. But not she boy, she not on that. She said she don't want that in the house. Get it out the house!
Right, we are back. Now, in the little break that we would have taken just now, I would have received a voice note. Some of them are a little lengthy. But these are some of the sentiments that is expressed by some of you outside there. To you that don't know the numbers is 3332176. Let me play this voice note.
Hi, my brother. Hi, my brother. I think I know how the guy called you Benchy, right? I was listening to your program yesterday and you was talking about two words, VOPA, VOP, and be something. Hi, my brother. I now listen to the program again this afternoon here. Right? I think I know how the guy called you Benchy, this PNM guy, right? And it's people like these people that are trying to destroy our country, right? Now, I heard you speak about two words yesterday, VOPA and be something, right? And you was speaking about a gentleman, Gary Griffith, okay? And they say he's the only person that, out of all of the parties, that the person that recognize these two words. I want to say one thing. To live another 5 years under the PNM, as I turn and I tell a friend, boy, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do. I am 70 years of age, but I don't know what I would do. Because I have children and grandchildren going up here, right? And calling Aboud and these guys destroying this country. But what I want to say to you about Miss Kamala Bisesa, she asked Vassan Bharat to come back into the party. She asked Roger and them to join the party. And as somebody say, Roger dragged something like a bubbly in the days of Kamala. And Vassan Bharat spoke his mind about the dishonesty, right? And the corruption that was going on in the UNC. Gary is a man of integrity, honesty and integrity. And he wants to build back this country. And the only reason that Kamala and them don't want Gary or calling upon Gary to join the party, once he goes there with them, they can never lose. The UNC can never lose once Gary join the party. But you know why they're afraid? Because no minister or nobody under his watch would be able to do no misbehavior in office. And that is why they want to keep him out. Because they want the corruption to continue. But without Gary Griffith in this country, our country is doomed under the PNM or under the UNC. And I'm not only speaking about myself, I am speaking about thousands of undecided voters. I travel from east to the west, to the north to the south, Rio, Princeton, Toko, I go all over, right? I and some guys. And we speak to people who is undecided. And to clean this country, we need to clean the police service. Without cleaning the police service, we doom. And as I say, the only reason Kamala trying to keep Gary Griffith out of a party is because of they want to continue with the corruption. The Miss Jolene John, the Rudal Munilal, and I listened to what's his name yesterday, she called back to the party. And there were some questions that they asked Vassan Bharat, and he was answering honestly. I heard you speak highly of Gary. And I don't know if you would be able to put over this message that the only reason they're trying to keep Gary out is because they want corruption to continue in this country. And my brother, I salute you highly, right? Because you speak without fear. You speak without fear. And I admire you for that. You know, we all admire you for that. We sit down and we speak about you, and there was the next lady you used to have on your show with you. We listen to you very carefully. But you are a fearless person on both sides. But once Gary Griffith is not included in that party, it is Kamala. I don't see Kamala and them, because many of our supporters, many thousands of our supporters, they're saying the same thing. They feel safe under Gary Griffith, and they're begging her to call him to take him in the party, and she refusing because she's using a remark that he said something about Jolene John. All he said was, if Jolene John is saying that Kamala could go on her own and win, she wrong, right? They must form a coalition, and they turn against him. But then they come back to say that they're joining up with these other people to say that they want to overthrow the PNM. All she needs is Gary. All she needs is Gary, nobody else. Roger and them is I don't know, I am saying it straight to you. They are a bunch of thieves. I was a public servant for years with the customs, right? These fellas, they sell out the country. This guy from NUFGW, who was with Kamala in her times, they sell out the daily page, right? But as I say, bravely, I wanted this thing to be short. Use the only person of a voice to talk about Gary and put it out to the country that we need Gary Griffith. We need him to clean up the army, the Coast Guard, the police, the license officers, the immigration, the customs. We need him to clean up all of them. And he said once he reaches there, he will hold each and every one senior accountable. That is the only way that we could bring back this country to be safe, and for foreigners to invest, and for us, for our country to go back up to the top. Without him, we're going down back to the bottom. So my brother, thank you for your strength and for the messages that you're trying to put out to these people. But as I say, use your own voice to speak about Gary, and that we need him. I will hope that you listen to this voice message, and I know you would put it over in a way, not that that's how I am putting it over to you, but you would be able to put it in a way that the people would understand, and Kamala would understand. The only reason they don't want him in the UNC is because they want to continue with the corruption. But once he's there, he and Vasant could make a big difference in the UNC to clean up this country and to clean up that party too. So our money, the taxpayers' money, would come back. Oh gosh, these people make millions. All right, well, let's build back our country now, no, man. That tourists get start coming back into this country. When I was a young boy, we had a tourist industry was so great. My godmother used to run the penthouse, and I used to go and help her on a Wednesday. Tourist boat coming in every Wednesday, 500, 600 people, tourists coming in every Wednesday, and they keeping a show limbo, explainer, you know, and it was so nice. That was in 1975. Look what we can reach today, my brother. So I hope we could try to put over this message, clean it up, and put it over in a way that people can understand. We need to build back our country to go back on top. To go back on top in the Caribbean, brother. And the only way we can reach there is bringing back in Gary Griffith. Okay, my brother, I hope you listen to my message and you could clean it up and try to put it over to the people. You know? This is just something rough that I sent to you. So if you listen to it, clean it up, and try to put it over. And try to let Kamlan know why they don't want Gary there. But we need him. The undecided people in this country need him to be safe and to build back our country, so our money would remain in the country to develop it and not to go into people's pocket to build large houses and condos and things. I thank you, my brother. Benji, I know you're doing a very, very good job, my brother. And thank you for that.
Now that was the sentiment again from people on the ground. This one was just sent. Good afternoon, Miss Nadira. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. And you know, season's greetings to you too. Season's greetings to you too. Nadira have been always here with us. Good afternoon. And you know, we opening the lines. You know, we want to hear from you, members of the public. What you think? WhatsApp calls, direct calls, same line. Same line. The number is right there on the screen, 3332176. What is your thoughts concerning what is taking place in this country? Now, there is a video that I want to play. Now, Anthony Rogello would have break record in Trinidad and Tobago. And the thing about it is this. It is good when people are coming together on certain things, a matter of fact, in one thing. That is good. I like to see these things. Anthony Rogello would have played pan for 31 hours, according to the article. And, you know, there are a lot of people saying certain things concerning the gentleman. And what do I like about this? The response that we would have seen on social media. It had many, you know, but we take notice of this one. It was someone from East Indian descent that would have jumped and defended Anthony Rogello. And this is the form of patriotism that we must have in this country. It wasn't no wine and jam thing. This man would have played the pan, break a record. And she would have said it nicely, you know, in this whole thing. Yeah, Patricia, good afternoon too. Yeah, telling Nadira good afternoon, and yourself tell me, oh God. Right. So let me play the video. And this is what we must have in Trinidad and Tobago concerning people. People must stand up for people, just like this, regardless to creed or race, regardless to who. And that is the strength that we need. Because if I am here and not doing what I am doing here today, a lot of people will have a voice. I know what I just be doing here on this platform is not a game.
Let me get this off my chest one time, because the comments is ridiculous. Well, I get it together. I realize all I don't like to see people happy, right? Now, Joshua Rogello's accomplishments, right? What I have to do with crime? What I have to do with crime? His accomplishments? I can't understand the comments. I can't understand the comments about the crime and why the people are rally to. Here what I want to tell all, right? For those of you who did history, you want to start a revolution? You rally your troops and you march. You say why we don't march against crime. But the boy accomplished something for the nation, you understand? So what? So we mustn't enjoy a little positivity? Somebody go a sale. The comments underneath these kind of things, it just make me wonder what. No, don't make me wonder. I just realize why we like this in this country. Somebody go for sale. The people probably save up the money whole year and they ain't buying nothing for Christmas. But they want to maximize on the sale. Smart people go do that, you understand? All the vex. The country never have money, you always complain. Oh goodness grief, why only can't let people be, let the boy accomplish something, you know. Let me tell you what you can learn from Joshua Regrello. You can learn that he was resilient, he was disciplined, he had a goal, he knew that this is what he's supposed to do. He fixed his mindset to make it happen, you understand? He put us there again, Trinidad, for a good thing, for something positive. Then you can learn his mother's love, you understand? Look how his mother was there, the affection you will always know, mother and son have that. It was just a lovely seeing that bond both of them have. Then you could see that the nation, yes, the nation rally. You know why they rally? Because it's something good. We need something positive to end the year with. So what? So we must lacquer on only headlines, murders, home invasion, this, that, crap. Oh gosh, all you get it together, right? And if all you're unhappy, form an unhappy brigade. And here what to do, take that foster, that energy, and all them march out and do something for the nation, right? But it's just too much hate. It's just too much hate in this place. Do better. Don't wait for 2025. Do better from now. I don't know why it is all I have a buffering all the whole day today, you know. Get it together as a nation. Okay? His accomplishment is something great for us. And there's a lot of racial comments too, you know. I'm really disappointed. I'm disappointed beyond. But you know what? It shows people true colors. Be blessed, lovies. Don't let them steal your joy from you. Don't let them steal your joy today and any other day going forward.
Honestly, I am speechless. Yes, I hear it before. But I am speechless in that comment. And these are the people that we are appealing to. The people that not turning and saying we're all the same and not seeing differences. The people that see differences and respect differences. This is what this country needs. This country don't need hate. It needs togetherness and it needs love. So to the many of you outside there that tune into us on a daily basis and chooses this platform to be your number one go-to platform for updates as to what is going on in Trinidad and Tobago at large. Yeah, there are certain things we didn't highlight. We should have highlighted it, yes. It's so much to say. So much, a matter of fact. I don't want to say that the country is cursed, a matter of fact. I don't want to say that. Because there are a lot of praying souls outside there. There are a lot of people that is praying and keeping this thing together. So I don't want to reach the point to say this place cursed. What the gentleman would have done was bring this whole thing together. Bring Trinidad and Tobago together. And that is something that we must respect. Again, thanks for tuning in. Thanks, you, regardless that, some of you just have in the comment section hot. I know you ain't calling, sometimes we just want to know who listening outside there, what part of the country you're from. What is your front burner issue? What is troubling you? Sometimes we just want to hear live. But say what? What is the time as some people invite me to a little thing there, you know? Thanks for tuning in and being a part of this discussion here with us. And my closing sentiment in this is a statement from Mark Twain, something I recite all the time. It is difficult to prove to somebody that they are being fooled. And it is even more easier to fool them. It's difficult to tell them that, you know, that man fooling you, you know. But it's hard, it's real easy a matter of fact, to fool them just like the man who fooled them. Citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, thanks for tuning in.